a poem called Holy Willie's Prayer, which is considered to be one of the greatest of all Burns's satirical poems. And for those amongst us who might not get every single word in it, I'm going to give a little bit of the plot beforehand. So it's basically an attack on the hypocrisy of some members in the kirk. And the target of the poem is clearly a real-life elder called Willie Fisher, who allegedly would spy on people to report them to the minister if he thought they were doing anything wrong. The poem takes the form of a prayer in which Holy Willie begins by praising his maker. He then presents himself as an example to others, before confessing that, being only human, he's occasionally tempted into sin. He asks that these transgressions be forgiven, only to launch in the next verse into an attack on members of the community who have previously criticised him. Rather than asking for forgiveness for them, he asks God to show them no mercy and to make them suffer for their misdeeds. In the last verse of the poem, we see Holy Willie once again presenting himself as a paragon of virtue and asks that his maker be merciful to him. So this is Holy Willie's prayer. O thou that in the heavens dost dwell, wha as it pleases best thyself, since yen to heaven and ten to hell, for thy glory, and no for ony guid or ill they've done before thee. I bless and praise thy matchless might, when thousands thou hast left in nicht, that I am here before thy sight for gifts and grace, a burning and a shining light to a' this place. What was I or my generation, that I should get sic exaltation? I wha deserved maist just damnation for broken laws, 6,000 years ere my creation, through Adam's cause. When from my mother's womb I fell, thou michty plunged me deep in hell, to gnash my gums and weep and wail in burning lakes, where damned devils roar and yell, chained to their stakes. Yet I am here, a chosen sample, to show thy grace is great and ample. I'm here, a pillar o' thy temple, strong as a rock, a guide, a buckler, and example to a' thy flock. O Lord, thou kens what zeal I bear when drinkers drink, and swearers swear, and singing here, and dancing there, with great and sma', for I am keepit by thy fear, free frae them a'. But yet, O Lord, confess I must, at times I'm fashed wi' fleshy lust, and sometimes too in worldly trust vile self gets in. But thou remembers we are dust, defiled wi' sin. O Lord, yestreen, thou kens wi' meg, thy pardon I sincerely beg. O may it ne'er be a living plague to my dishonour, and I'll ne'er lift a lawless leg again upon her. Besides, I further maun avow, wi' Leesy's lass, 3 times I trow. But Lord, that Friday I was fou when I come near her, or else thou kens thy servant true would never steer her. Maybe thou let's this fleshy thorn buffet thy servant, e'en and morn, lest he o'er proud and high should turn, that he's so gifted. If say, thy hand maun e'en be borne until it's lifted. Lord, bless thy chosen in this place, for here thou hast a chosen race. But God confound their stubborn face and blast their name, while bring thy elders to disgrace and public shame. Lord, mind Gavin Hamilton's deserts. He drinks and swears and plays at cards, yet has some money tacking earths with great and sma. Frae God's ain priest, the people's hearts he steals awa. And when we chastened him, therefore, thou kens how he bred sick explore and set the world in a roar laughing at us. Curse thou his basket and his store, kale and potatoes. Lord, hear my earnest cry and prayer against that presbytery aware. Thy strong richt hand, Lord, mak it bare upon their heads. Lord, visit them and dinna spare for their misdeeds. O Lord, my God, that glib-tongued Aiken, my very heart and flesh are quaking, to think how I sat sweating, shaking, and peed wi' dread, while old wi' hinging lip gaed sneaking and hid his heed. Lord, in thy day of vengeance try him. Lord, visit them that did employ them, and pass not in thy mercy by them, nor hear their prayer. But for thy people's sake destroy them, and dinna spare. But Lord, remember me and mine, wi' mercies temporal and divine, that I for grace and gear may shine, excelled by name. And all the glory shall be thine. Amen. Amen.